What's good, people? It's about their time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. Now, I want to address something. I have a lot of new family. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, family. And I'm going to continue to be a stand-up guy and be real, because that's who I am. That's what I am. I'm not manufactured, and I don't try to fit in. And like I always say, salute to my family. Salute to all my British family. Salute to my American family. Salute to my Latino family. Salute to my Asian family. Listen, there's people who support what you do, and they're not necessarily your skin color, your nationality. And if that bothered me, I'd be a fool. Okay, if you was a business owner, if you ran a business, which you say, all I want to come in my store and support what I do is my own people. Okay, I can't take a stand against racism if I'm out there performing racist antics myself, right? And we try to kill that. Okay, I have neighbors right here. One's Latino, one's black, and they get dirty looks from people because what are they doing together? They're not the same. Yeah. Okay, ignorance, ignorance. So I'm about to dig into something, and you guys, you'll see exactly where I'm going with all of this. I'm pretty sure you guys are intelligent enough to know if I'm speaking about it, I got something to say about it. So let me start with this, for example. Okay, I used to work at a job. We had a supervisor. Okay, and he was Ecuadorian, and the other guy was from Guatemala, and we had about 5 or 6 people, employees that was Latino. They're all Latinos, and then um, you had Black Americans, you had Guyanese, you had bottom line. Now let me explain something to you. The supervisor at the time, he used to walk around to see what everybody was doing. Now he didn't check on the Latinos to make sure they were working. I saw this with my own 2 eyes. Sometimes they would have meetings, at administrative meetings and things like that, and then they would have like sandwiches and stuff, bottled water, sodas, whatever, and whatever they had left over, he would go into the room. He would bring it back. He would bring it back to his Latino friends. Okay. Now here's my thing. Outside of work, they're not even friends, but on the job, and he basically showed favoritism. It's not my opinion. This is a fact of what he was doing. And some of them, even they had keys. Not so all of them. They had keys. They would go in certain rooms and sleep because office hours over with. They would go in there and sleep, disappear, or if they would do their work, they would finish super early and then just go disappear. But he would know where they were. So if something happened and he needed them, he could go and tell them, well, I need you. Yeah, such and such. They need this and this and that. But other than that, oh, when you're done, just go sleep. And this is what he would do. One of them, had 2 different positions. So when he would finish the day job as well, because we was on a 3 to 11 shift, he would go and start his other job. He would be done, and the supervisor would even help him. So he'd be finished 8:30, right? He would go and do what he had to do with his other job. He would even help him. He'd be done, going in and sleep for the rest of the night. Just the kind of stuff he was doing. So my thing was, I had a conversation with him, and I told him, I said, what you doing is stupid and it's wrong. And see, I'm letting you know. First off, all of us come here to work. The thing is, there's certain people, you know who they are. They're not around when we're working. And you gonna come walking around to look to see what we're doing? You gonna stop this shit, or I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go forget the department. I'm going straight to administration on your ass, and I'm going to do it through the union, and I'm going to expose you. And you already know I have proof. Now, what was my proof? I recorded every single one of them sleeping. Now, my intentions wasn't to go and get them fired, because if that was the case, I didn't have to say nothing to him. And I even had him on video sleeping. So if my intentions was, if I wanted to do anything other than make things an even playing field, and I'm not saying, yo, let us go sleep too, or I'm telling, no, we come here to do a job. Simple. Leave people alone. Back off. Whatever goes for one goes for everybody. Simple. Do the right damn thing. So, like I said, if I wanted to make trouble for him, if that was my intentions, I would have just, boom, look at this. And every one of them would have been, they would have been fired. They suspended them. And one by one, they would have been trying to find replacements, and then, boom. That's how that would have went. Okay, and the thing was, it was long periods of time. They would be in for hours sleeping. And they was doing this every single night. Okay. Now, what he did basically was, oh, well, you know, man, this, that, whatever. Nobody gonna look out for my people. So I look out. I said, yo, what you mean your people? We are all employees who have been hired to do a job. You talking about nobody looking out for your people? What the hell? So what are we? So it's obvious you don't see us as equals, right? Because you just stood here and said, and I had all that recorded. See, this is proof and evidence. So it's not my word against his word. But what ended up happening was, when I said what I said, he got scared, and he know I'm the kind of person I'm gonna keep coming till I get you, if need be. So you don't want to be fair. You don't want to treat people fair. Okay. And I told him, I said, so how would you feel if I had all the black guys up in here? Oh yeah, go sleep, go chill, do whatever. Yeah. You feel the same way. In fact, I've heard you make these comments about people being racist towards Latinos. And you want to know what's crazy about it though? The same people he was saying was racist towards Latinos, they were. But at the same time, you're doing racist shit. So you can't even complain. Okay, long story short, I replaced him as a supervisor. When I became supervisor, everybody, yeah. Now, they all wanted me in. I didn't even apply for the position on my own initiative. So management came to me like, everybody wants you, like, yeah, this and that, and you know, you do excellent work. You're always here, you're on time, you do your job. And you're the one person that don't make trouble. You're to yourself, and we really feel confident in you, that we know that you have the knowledge to do everything that you need to do, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, now when I became supervisor, a few, okay, and I'm specifying this for reasons, okay. A few of the black folks that was there decided they come in and think that this is lazy time. And I had to sit down with everybody, and I said, listen, let me explain something to y'all. I didn't get this position. Y'all wanted me, right? So now y'all got me. I didn't get this position to come in here and say, yeah, now we're going to do the same thing that the last supervisor was doing, only the black people going to do it, and I'm going to make the Latinos go out there and be my slaves and work. That's not how that went. I told him, we are all here to do a job. He's out the picture now. What goes on from this day forward has nothing to do with him or what happened in the past. We are here as a unit. I'm not coming here showing favoritism. I'm not coming here trying to allow certain people to do certain things and certain people can't do this. That's not how that's going to go. And see what he did, instead of being a leader, okay, instead of being a man about it, what he did was went to the Latinos and be careful, because this guy, man, he come and threatened me, and he said this and that. So basically, the way they took it was like I had a problem with what they were doing personally, which wasn't the case. What I had a problem with was the simple fact that he made this a whole, I'm going to make sure all Latinos are okay. They can do what they want, but everybody else can't. And he was smelling himself because he was doing this openly on top of that. So, no, I shut it down. And the crazy thing was, I wasn't a supervisor yet. And my black coworkers were, see, they had a lot to say behind closed doors, but then when they come face to face, everybody's quiet as a mouse. So instead of him saying, nah, you know what, I'm being unfair, he realizes that. He just basically came to me and let me know I got to stop with all that. So look, you know, come here and do your job. I can't. I'm wrong for having y'all in here sleeping and laying up in the building anyway. Now, if administration or somebody would have popped up, if security would have caught that, somebody else, it would have been a big problem. And then what happens is, instead of dealing with who did what, it's always no one's allowed to this and then the whole department, okay, is under watch, or your particular shift is under watch because people are catching you sleeping and complaining and reporting things, right? And that's all that was. You want to be fair to everybody. So he had the Latinos looking at me like, I can't believe this guy. I thought he was cool because of his bullshit. There was no, and the thing, it was no, look, I'm the kind of person, I come in, I do my job, stay the hell out my way. I don't want to see your ass till we going to punch out at the end of the night. That's just me. I come to work, do my thing, and I get along with everybody. But I'm not one of these people all up in somebody's face every 5 seconds. Somebody's out in my face. Like, nah, we're here to do a job. This is not social hour. And I don't care that you socialize. I don't give a shit if you socialize all night. As long as the work get done, I can do my paperwork and I come the next day, everything is good. But if I got management coming to me saying, you know, I'm getting complaints that this person is doing this and that, they're socializing too much, they're standing around, cameras all over the place. So I would have meetings with the fellas, with the whole shift, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We had this meeting, and I would let them know, like, look, we're here to do a job. Let's just get our work done. We know what we're supposed to do. Now, here's the thing: the Latinos were scared when I got the position, even though I've been around them all those years. They were scared because they felt like they was going by what this guy was telling them. So they feeling like, damn man, if he catches us doing anything, man, you know, we might get fired because of this guy. And they had got accustomed to coming to work, sleeping, hiding, doing whatever, just chilling. Sitting up in the office somewhere watching Netflix or whatever the fuck, or watching YouTube or whatever they were doing. Okay. My thing was, when I got that position, I let them know we're not here, like I said, to play favoritism, man. This is not what's going to happen. We're here to do a job. I cannot have people coming to me because I'm in here half-assing it because I'm allowing y'all to sit up here and come to work and not work. And if you really got respect for me like you claim, you really y'all wanted me here, right? Okay, so then that's the homie right there. I'm gonna go hard because I don't want them coming at him because we over here bullshitting. And I'm not gonna let you put me in that position. At the same time, I pay my bills and feed my family. You pay your bills and feed your family, right? So let's do what we get paid to do. And that's our job. So I'm wrong for that. I give a shit if you think I'm wrong. Does it make a difference? I'm here to do a job. Because if administration, if anybody who had any authority figure was in that building, nobody would be sleeping there. They'd all be, hey, how are you, Mr. Such and Such? How are you, Mrs. Such and Such? I don't have to put two faces on. I'm the same way all day, all the time. Now, here's the crazy part, right? People who cheer you today boo you tomorrow. So these guys, they wanted me there, they got me there, and then what ends up happening? What ends up happening? People were behind my back, oh man, this motherfucker changed now. Hey? No, my responsibilities changed. And I cannot walk around here concerned about how you're going to see me because I'm expecting you to do your job. And I was the supervisor. I rolled my sleeves up, let's get busy. And I'm talking for the whole day. And they were like, why you don't have to work. You have people to do it for you. No. I don't forget where I come from. I have no problem with doing what we were doing. Before I became supervisor, this is what I was doing. I'm not above that as a human being. You understand what I'm saying? On paper, my title's above that. But as a human being, no, it's work. So I'm ready. Don't worry about me. I'm not complaining. Why you? And I go out there, boom, we work. Now, the day comes, a better offer comes in a different location, close to where I'm at. And I decide, you know what, I'm going to take that, and I'm leaving. So I put in my resignation. Now, you want to know what's funny? Now, don't get me wrong. We pretty much, for the most part, got along. But let me tell you how this went. the Latinos basically saw he don't bother nobody. He just do his job, and all he expects for us is just come, just do your job, and that's it. He don't bother nobody. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're finished and you're doing certain things, no, I can't have you leaving your unit to just go kick your feet up, kick your shit, and go sleep. No, no, we're not gonna do that shit. Okay? And the last thing I need is people coming to me going, "Hey man, I just caught 3 employees sitting and sleeping in the room." So what happens is they realize that. Now the black ones, okay, my black brothers and sisters got to the point where they were like, "Oh man, he changed, man." Right? Some of them, few of them they understood. But of course, in front of me, oh, everything's good. But of course, behind your back, yap, 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 yap. Chatty patty stuff. So when I leave the job, new supervisor comes in, and all I hear is, "Man, damn, I wish Aries was back. Damn, I miss him, man." Yeah, now they stand around reminiscing about the good old times and how I used to do this for everybody. How I did that for everybody. How I would order pizzas for everybody, order dinner for us. I would, always have something going on. Bring, just something, always sticking my neck out for it. Now, all of this comes out after the fact that I leave. It came out before. It was acknowledged before I became supervisor, and then it was acknowledged after I left. And they would come on like video chat and all. Aries, the whole staff and they're getting in, they talking to, and to this very day they do the same thing. Well, most of them left now, because after I left, everything changed. The place itself changed. The point is this, right? My efforts wasn't really appreciated fully until I was no longer there, and it took somebody else to come in for that reality to slap them in the face. That damn, this dude was cool, man. He looked out for us. See, they wasn't there when I'm in meetings fighting with management, all right, to keep their spots secured, to defend them. My paperwork has to match the work that's being done. They're not there when I'm defending them. They're not there when I have people telling me, "I don't want this guy here, I want him fired. The first thing he does wrong, get rid of him." No, I'm not here to do your dirty work. They're not there when they try to threaten my job at times. Because I don't, yes, a boss, yes, a master, whatever no, I don't do that for nobody. I don't do the buck dancing bullshit. I don't do the coonery shit. But you see, when I was no longer there, and they had somebody else running the show, and now people getting written up every other week for every little thing, management's going to say, "This is what we want." And because of those very things right there, administration is going, "Well, what's going on with your staff?" Every time I turn around, somebody's getting written up. We need to start letting some people go. And then they started pressuring management. "You guys need to come in. I'm telling you. And you're not being paid for it. You're going to get out of your bed. You're going to come to work. You're going to catch these people. And you're going to single-handedly be responsible for who gets fired, who in his place, and who stays." Oh, now you realize your abuse of power went to your head and it backfired on you. And guess who's not there anymore? Me. And they had the nerve to call me several times asking me would I be considering coming back, even if part-time. What? Click. So that brings me to this. I have a boxing channel. I do not come on this channel to talk about a bunch of drama, to talk about a bunch of false narrated theatrics. I don't come on this channel to spread hate. I don't come on this channel to be biased. I don't come on this channel so I can link up with a bunch of people that have nothing to do but complain all day about nothing. Okay? I want to see the best fights. You guys want to see the best fights. If they don't happen, it does not affect my life the slightest bit. I feel no anger, no emotion because of what 2 other grown-ass men do or don't do. It's all entertainment. It's all enjoyment. I love movies. Okay, I have enough movies. I could run my own little video story. I love movies. Because of COVID, I can't go to the movie theaters. Am I walking around here punching holes in the wall and pissed off? No, it is what it is. You have to adapt and adjust to your situation. And as much as I love to physically fight myself, as much as I love to get a good scrap in, understand something. The only people that you can say something about or try to do something to that will cause me to snap your neck is my loved ones. Again, Anthony Joshua, Terrence Crawford, You know, both of the Charlos. You know, Caleb Plant, uh, Demetrius Andre, Billy Joe Saunders. A lot of people, man. A lot of people. You know, Manny Pacquiao, Terrence, Keith Thurman. I can just go on with different fighters who I like as fighters. If you tell me everybody I named was a trash fighter, do you think that I care how you feel about that? I'm going to jump on you. Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. This motherfucker fought this person, and he fought that person, and he fought that person, and you. Nah, I don't care how you feel, bro. I can give a shit what you think about Anthony Joshua. If you say he's the worst heavyweight champion of all time, he's overrated, he fought nothing but bums, there's no argument out of me. I couldn't care less what you're talking about. I know that you're delusional as fuck, and I don't know what you and I definitely don't agree with your opinion, but at the end of the day, what the fuck do I care? Imagine my wife coming to me like, what you mad at? This motherfucker talking about Anthony Joshua, man. I don't like that shit. I don't give a damn how you see Anthony Joshua. When I look at Anthony Joshua, I feel like he's the best heavyweight out there. He's a two-time unified champion. Took his bump in the road like a man. Got up, didn't bitch and complain about it. Went on, got his titles back. Simple. That's what that's one of the things I respect is his mannerisms, the way he carries himself. That's what I respect. But do I expect everybody to see him the same way I see him? No, I don't care. I don't care how you see him. But it's nothing personal for me. He's the guy I want to see beat everybody. Is it possible somebody out there will beat him again? Yeah, it's possible. Am I going to sit here and lose sleep and cry about it and get mad and jump on people's channels? I can care less how you feel. You sheep out there are so childish that you have this aha, nah. That's how y'all are. Like y'all want to get the last word in. You like to come on people's channels. Oh, you a coon. Oh, you a sellout. Oh man, you turning on your own black people. Okay, so let me ask you something. For all the idiot, jackass, morons that feel that way, right? Which I really don't give a shit how you feel. If you hate me now, I'm just getting started. You really gonna hate me in the future. Because I'm always gonna be real. Notice something. There's no story in boxing. In the history of boxing. There's no story in boxing who's had bigger fucking excuses and more false fucking claims of proof, but shows nothing than this fight that happened 8 months ago with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. So let me let y'all understand this. A man or woman is a coon if they're black because they don't support your personal bullshit agendas or the agenda of the fighter. Because you say one thing and we see it different, that makes us all coons. That makes us all sellouts. And like I really give a fuck. Do you think I care when you hit the thumbs down button on the video? Do you think I give a shit because you don't like what I have to say? By now you should know. You the ones are affected by it, not me. I really don't give a shit. Because all I do is block your fucking ass anyway. So if you feel like you made a stupid comment and he called me a coon. Nah, I'm a human being, bro. I'm a positive, strong-minded black man. See, here's the crazy part. It's always the black people coming at other black people because we don't see something the way you want us to see it. You don't see it for what it is. I was talking to a guy the other day. He was like, I can't stand Deontay Wilder. Fuck that motherfucker. And I said, why would you say that, bro? He was like, no, man, motherfucker. I said, well, that's way too personal. I don't know Deontay Wilder. I don't know these guys personally to say I like them or dislike them as people. I said, I mean, he doesn't impress me skill-wise, and the things he's been doing lately, especially, I mean, just things he's saying and do just don't add up. So I don't take him serious. I just don't see him the way all this, his record says one thing, but look at who he's fought and things like that. But as far as me hating that guy, why would I hate him? Why would I dislike him? I'm like, That emotional shit, that's what I don't do. See, this is what his fanboys do. He himself is a very emotional guy. Everybody, we all can see it. He himself says, I was so hurt when this didn't happen. Oh, man, playing with my emotion. Women say shit like that, man. Playing with my emotions. You know, and I'm like, yeah, he's very emotional. George Foreman reached out and talked to him and said the same exact thing about him. We all can see that. But as far as hatred and all that, well, here's the thing. The real coons, the real Sambos, the real sellouts are you motherfuckers who first off feel like you need a king, a leader, somebody to try to live vicariously through. Be your own fucking leader. Be your own man. See, because when I'm dealing with dirty, racist ass cops, you motherfuckers are not there to see that shit. When I'm in and out of court going against white supremacy, when I'm fucking dealing with these racist motherfuckers that try to do shit that I know is wrong and I'm not gonna lay down for that shit, where any of you at? To call somebody a fucking coon or a sellout simply because two fighters went in the ring and the one that everybody thought was gonna win got his ass beat the fuck up. And then all the excuses pour in and, oh man, you know what? Y'all sellouts, man. The motherfucker cheated. He got a history of cheating. And y'all sitting up here supporting the same people that oppress you. And y'all sitting up here doing it. You know how stupid you fucking sound? Like, after you say all that dumb shit, like when I call you motherfuckers sheep. Well, if you're not a sheep, your stupid asses wouldn't respond. The only people that respond when they see that word sheep are the ones who are sheep. Otherwise, you know, well, I don't do those things. I'm not a fan of anybody's, and I say that damn near so many videos. I'm not a fan of anybody. I love the sport of boxing. I love combat sports. I love bare knuckle. I love UFC. I love street fighting. I love pit fight. I love all that combat shit. I love Thai fighting. All of it. Judo. I love all of it. UFC. I love all of it. It's not the fighters. Okay? I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a boy at all. I'm a grown-ass man. You guys who sit up here and even consider yourselves fanboys, call you, I'm a fan. No, I'm nobody's fan. And I don't need nobody to lead me to shit. You the fucking coons. You're not even men. And then you sit and type all this tough guy shit on these keyboards. I already had one motherfucker threaten me. And I pulled up on him. And you see me, right? Yeah. See him, you'd be like, God damn. Did you hit him with an egg weight? Yeah. Bottom line is this right here, okay? My opinion is my opinion. If I'm stating facts, then it's facts. Okay? Me telling you Anthony Joshua is the best heavyweight in the division is my opinion. Okay, that's my opinion. Looking at his resume and what he's done so far, it's still my opinion. Now, he beat all the guys that's out there, and let's be realistic, okay? You don't stay young forever. At some point, you're going to be in a position of, okay, there's certain guys I didn't fight yet. And you get to a certain age or a certain time, you're no longer in your prime and you can't do this anymore. Is it necessary? And you're always going to have somebody going, oh, but he didn't fight this guy or that guy. I don't believe in any greatest of all time anyway. I look at the eras and say, okay, this guy was the best of that era. Whatever, we can have a discussion. You know, we can have a discussion, and I can give you my opinion on who I can say. But at the same time, no, I just don't believe in any category. I don't believe in any greatest of all time. Okay, we're not trying to push racism and negative narratives on this channel. Okay, and if I wanted to be political and I wanted to talk about environmental shit in society, then that's what I'd make this channel about. I wouldn't be sitting here talking about boxing. So every time you turn around, somebody want to make something a race issue. They want to make it something that it's not. And I fail to fucking see how someone can sit here and say something is racist and it's a racial situation because nobody's doing this and nobody, simply because you all said and made these narratives up, these lies up. And because we don't support it, we don't rock with that bullshit. Oh, y'all sellouts, y'all coons, man. Y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all a bunch of dickheads. Y'all this and this and this and this and this. Right. And your stupid ass is jumping up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning because you don't have no fucking woman. You don't have no life All you fucking do is sit up all night long, nut hugging these athletes, jumping from channel to channel to channel to channel to channel to channel, just to fucking tell people how much you hate them and how you don't know what the fuck you, and like, bro, you don't even have a life. Y'all some sad puppies. You want to know what I found out about a lot of people too? You got a lot of people talking all this black, 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 and you don't even live in a black neighborhood. You don't even live around your black brothers and sisters, but you always black, 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 black. In fact, I know a couple of people personally and found out about some people who don't even live in the country. You're black American, but you don't even live in America amongst your black people. But you get in front of that camera and all of a sudden you go on to, yeah, it's about the blackness. Yeah, yeah, right. And you want to know what's so funny too? And I'm so used to this. When it doesn't bother me, I don't care who you marry. That's your business. I'm not judging nobody because of what they do. You know, in that sense, but half y'all don't even have black wives. You got kids that got orange hair, blue eyes, and like freckles, and people don't know if they're Latino, if they're white, if they're Irish. They don't even know, right? My family's mixed, assholes. So can you imagine sitting here? Your family probably don't even know that you have a channel. They probably don't even know that you have a channel. They probably don't even know what you're doing. Probably don't even see your content. So imagine you have people mixed into your family, but you're treating them one way. This part of the family segregated from this part. I was working for a place where they had all the Latinos working together in one side, and then everybody else from wherever the fuck you was, you just, okay. And I'm looking and I'm observing, I'm trying to understand what was going on. Like, why do they always take these people right here? They're from Brazil, and they would just put them over. And I noticed, like, certain things that they was talking about, they were speaking, like, certain people speak Portuguese, right? And then certain words are the same, but then there's some different words. And I know, I could tell they were, like, certain things they didn't understand what the other was saying. But I noticed that they took all of the Latinos and put them on one side. So one day, you know, I'm standing there, and some of them would kind of look at me, but kind of like look away, or they would kind of, and I'm like, it just was a very, like a weird, awkward feeling, and it was like something just ain't right. But I come to find out that they weren't getting along. Okay, it was mostly females. They weren't getting along with each other. So the supervisor decides he's going to put the Latinos on one side. He's Latino himself. And then everybody else just stay with everybody else. And he came to me and mentioned it. And I said, let me ask you something. How do you expect a team to grow, to become a unit, if they're going to be segregated? Because that's all this is. I mean, I understand when you have people that don't get along, it's not wise to put them together to work, because it's pretty much it's not going to work for the most part. But if you allow that for people to just decide, oh, I have an agenda, fuck them, I don't want to work around them, or whatever it is, and then it's just a type of thing where there's no meeting, there's no let's put closure to this, it's just, okay, I ain't got time for that, I'm not interested, y'all over there, y'all over there. What are you accomplishing? There's going to be times where we're going to need to depend on each other to get this work done. And you have people that just can't find common ground and put bullshit differences aside. And the thing is, they don't even know each other like that. They don't speak the same language. They don't really communicate. And I've heard people making racist comments. Now, I don't understand what they're saying, so I don't know what they're saying. But I've heard people like, fuck them old fucking Latino motherfuckers, fuck them old fucking nasty, spick-ass mother. And I'm like, wow. And I just step back and I'm just observing. And I keep my distance from everybody. Because I don't want to get caught up into that bullshit. No, I don't want nobody coming to me to talk racist shit about the other. And like I tell people, if you feel like something's going on and you need to bring some justice, then you put your foot down and make a stand. But other than that, just coming back gossiping about who you don't like and why you don't like them. And basically, I mean, it's so crazy because I got people, family, friends from everywhere, man. And not once did I have to bring somebody around my family and say, yo, he's white. Why? Because people do that when they have racist people around them and they don't want to offend them. They don't want them to say something to be offensive and be exposed. You know, and let me tell you something. This right here, we segregate ourselves. I've been in places where you have all Jamaicans over here, Black Americans over here, Haitians over here, Guyanese over here, Africans over there. And only because we speak, only because we make it known of our nationality, you realize that people kind of separate when they realize you're not from the same place. So it's like, just say for example, if you have 5 Jamaicans working somewhere and they see somebody else with the same skin color and hair, then they just assume that you Jamaican too, or you Haitian, or you African, and then they come talk to you and realize that you're not. Then it's like, oh shit, and they have less to say to you. So the segregation is there. See, the problem is this, right? If I decide to pick a side, if I choose a side, what am I doing? The same exact thing, right? So I really pull myself away from all of that bullshit. So I show love to those who show me love. And I only want genuine people around me. See, because you could look just like me and have 2 knives in your hands behind your back just waiting for me to turn around. That don't mean shit to me. But when it comes to stand up for a cause, whether it's Black Lives Matter, whether it's stand up for justice against, you know, these supremacists and all this, I'm always on the front line. Where you motherfuckers at? Sitting up here worrying about Deontay Wilder or whatever fighter like there's some babies. And one thing, and I've said this before, see, there's a lot of these fanboy channels, they throw certain black fighters under the bus. See, the ones you don't care about, oh, it's okay to trash them. It's just the ones that you have a list of. Because y'all always dogging Adrian Broner. I saw a channel, like I said, and I've said these things before. Okay, but like I said, I have a new family and I want people to understand where I'm coming from. And you're always, I said this, I don't do personals. When I hear about somebody going through something, I don't talk about that. Just because they're boxers, that's not boxing news. That's none of my fucking business, and it's none of yours. And they're not the ones bringing you the news. It's the fanboy channels. So even if you see it on ESPN or Channel 7 or whatever, it's these people bringing the news to you. And I refuse to get into that. Now, certain things, like if you're a sex offender and certain shit happens and you, like certain things, like with Kovalev, for example, his situation, I posted what I saw and I just put, this is not cool. And it says that he admitted to it. Somebody typed in, oh, Kovalev would never do that. They're fucking lying. Everybody's blah, 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 and all this bullshit, whatever. So I'm like, whatever. Now, there was no dialogue. You never hear me speaking about anybody's personal life. So all of this stuff that you see in here, what I said about Adrian Broner is he's one of the fighters that I like to see win, but Adrian Broner got to focus better, man. I think his weakness is his mind. I think he has a weak mind, and I think he's very immature. Every time I see Adrian Broner talk, he's either going to somebody's fight, giving his opinion, talking shit, or coming from somebody's fight, or on TV getting locked up, or just doing something other than training and boxing. When's the last time Adrian Broner had a fight? You understand what I'm saying? And this is what happens. And then you let your youth go away, and before you know it, it's like, damn, you don't have it no more. And now you're hanging around getting extra beatings for nothing because you need money. But at the same time, I'm speaking on what I see in that sense, and that's that. Okay? You don't hear me trashing him, though. You don't hear me talking about his personal life. And one of these channels, that's one of the reasons why I don't rock one of these channels. The things they were saying, this guy says Adrian Broner's a piece of trash. He's trash in life. He's not shit. And anybody who follows this guy, you're trash too. You're fucking idiots if you follow this guy. This guy's a fucking bum. He's pathetic. Yada, yada. Now, is he not a black man? Is he not a black man? But it's okay to trash Adrian. I can't stand Floyd as a person, but in the ring, you know, dude can fight. He's a piece of shit. Fucking motherfucker ain't shit. Is Floyd not black? Is he not black? Anthony Joshua not too long ago just spoke up and said something about buying people from your communities and supporting your communities, right? And it's like, well, if the people in your community look like you and business is going good, okay, no problem. And you the same motherfuckers who just sat here and said, we gotta support our own black, our own kind. Well, isn't Anthony Joshua black? Oh, I forgot. He's British. Right. So fuck him, right? And it's not about segregation. What he's talking about is if you feel and see that the people that you're being oppressed, you're being mistreated by certain people and certain types of people, or however, don't support what they're doing. Now, let's just put it in plain terms. If you walked into a store and somebody said, we don't let niggers come in here. We don't let spics come in here. We don't let chinks come in here. We don't let crackers come in. Would you go in there and give them your money? No. And that's all he was saying. And look at how people reacted to that. Racism is spread around this world, and I don't support it. And people who have a problem with the fact that I don't support it, you can go jump off a building with that, and I can care less how you feel. Simple. We don't do that racist shit over here. And if you don't like what I have to say, stay up off my channel. You the ones pick and choose to watch a video just so you can say, watch this motherfucker be talking shit. See, I told you. Because I'm talking logic and reason and common sense, and I'm talking what's real. And you all about this fantasy bullshit and lies and want to spread hate. You want to teach people to continue to segregate and stay away from each other. You want to continue to teach people that it's not cool to admit the truth when something happens. No. So basically, like I said, if let's just say if the same exact scenario happened with Deontay Wilder, he made accusations, but his opponent was a black dude, an American black dude. Will we still be talking about this right now? Would racism be motivated by it? And the fact is, all y'all got is allegations, but not one solid piece of evidence. A same Photoshop piece of shit picture that you guys just keep fucking recycling over and over and over and keep sandproof and putting a little red circle around it and then talking all this bullshit. I read something that Mark Breland said. He said, yeah, it's all true. I did spike his water. I pissed in it after he fired me. I laughed my ass off and I said, good for you, Mark. But are you calling him a coon for keeping the white guy JD's and firing the black guy Mark Breland when the white guy sat there and watched his hands get wrapped? And again, like I said, this is not me hating on JD's and nobody. See, I'm looking at your bullshit logics though, because nobody can answer why the fuck he's still holding on to JD's and why nobody's going after JD's. None of you little minions know. But y'all are perfectly fine with him firing Mark Breland, blaming him for spiking his water. And if I was Deontay, I'd smack myself right in the back. Is it the fuck you tell these people I got a fucking autopsy for? You realize I'm still alive, right? Making us look bad, man. Keep the lie alive. Shut the fuck up if you don't know what to say. Listen, never fall in love with lies. And remember, the truth brings hate out of people. I'll catch y'all on the next one.